Oscar Bevis for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on DAZN. The man himself knows, Tony Ferguson.
What's up, my guys?
What an absolute pleasure. I just see you pointing to the stained glass window saying it's cool you're eating fish and chips yesterday. Can we call you a Brit at this point?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I've never been one for traveling. I've always wanted to travel the world and be able to do stuff that I'm doing. This is the first time I've been here, and it's just been an amazing opportunity, dude. Just people are just great.
Why have you never had the opportunity to travel, would you say?
Always just so busy and dedicated towards my craft of MMA and the UFC. Dedicating most of the time to my family, obviously, and then staying local. And then taking chances going to Dubai for the UFC was one of the things that really opened up, because I've been to Canada from wrestling, and I've been to Mexico with family, but nothing's like traveling around the world, going over the North Pole kind of shit. So this was a great opportunity to come out here for the press conference and have fun with it, man.
I mean, you don't just get to come here, you get to fight here in August, which we are so excited about.
Yeah, no shit. That's awesome too, man.
It's going to be brilliant, by the way. That arena in Manchester is wild.
Yeah, I hear sports is just fucking crazy out here. And so, I mean, I've seen, like Eurotrip and a couple funny movies where like they're...
Eurotrip?
Yeah, bro.
I never thought Eurotrip would come up in this interview.
Man, so it's cool to be out here. There's so much history and so much just vibe out here. And so it's good to be a part of it. And I'm going to bring the noise, so I'm not going to make anybody just put on a boring fight. No, I'm coming out here, I'm training my ass off, and we're going to make some shit happen.
Yeah, I cannot wait. I've got to ask you about this scene. So it started off as an influencer scene, then it kind of mixed in people from your mixed martial arts backgrounds and other crafts. What do you make of it? Because you're fighting someone who is an influencer, but you're a born and bred fighter. So I'm just wondering if there's a way that you look at these guys perhaps differently to the guys you would have been fighting in the UFC.
No. Absolutely fucking not. They're throwing on gloves. They want to go in there and they want to hurt you as much as you want to hurt them. So it's better you go in there and you get that job done before they have a fucking chance to touch you. So I just got back from Thailand and I knew that there was a bunch of Russians over there. Nothing against everybody, but the boys from Uzbekistan, they wanted to make sure that they were testing my wrestling. And so on accident, I hurt this one guy. He said, "Can I take a picture?" And he got a picture and he went for underhooks. And I was fighting for underhooks, couldn't get him, and I uchimated him hard on the concrete. And I was just going to get a drink and I was coming back to go host in the ring like this. And I fucking hurt his shoulder, and all night they were tending to his arm because I landed right fucking on him from standing, threw him right over, and boom. And it happened that whole entire night and that whole entire week. It was exactly what I needed just to kind of set that fucking fire back in my soul, which was like, all right, motherfuckers, you guys will take that chance. I've always been sharp, Inside the octagon, everything, that will and that want. This is different. This is a boxing ring. I can't fucking wait to get in there.
Is there that little bit of needle as well? Because I just heard you say in that interview in there with DAZN, he's pissed you off, right, Saul Pappy?
There's a YouTube short that which he did an interview where they said how the fight's gonna go, and this dude just seems, I can't say I don't know anything about him, but he just seemed kind of arrogant in the way he came about it, and how his fights where he would smile a lot and do this. I mean, to carry that kind of confidence, I get you, and it's cool, social media influence or not, I'm gonna fucking hit you, and we'll see how tough you are.
Why now for boxing for you?
I've always wanted to box. Always wanted to box. UFC kept me from boxing or playing pro baseball or anything, other sports. Nothing against that, but I had to put my time in for the UFC and be able to be done with it, and now this is cool. I get to go and live my life how I fucking want to and play sports.
I want to talk about Michael Johnson. So he's the man you fought before that incredible 12-win streak in the UFC. I saw something that he said, "You can't lose this, by the way. This is bad." He said, "If you lose this is bad."
I don't give a fuck what he says. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. He's a little bitch. Any person that doesn't take an opportunity to express themselves when they get old, they're going to get fucking pissed at themselves. At least I'm out there getting this shit. At least I'm out there doing this kind of stuff. I'm not trying to fucking impress anybody else besides myself. Fuck everybody else. I said that already. I mean, even if family, I don't give a shit who the fuck anybody is, what they say. Win or fucking lose, who the fuck do you think you are? Where were you during the pandemic? Where were you when I needed an opponent? Fucking nowhere, folding like a fucking chump. Like, seriously, you talk about fucking man shit and talking about you can't lose, you can't win. First of all, you got to show the fuck up. And being real, I'm showing up, man. So regardless of whoever, this dude's got 8 fights or 7 fights pro. I have none. I'm making my debut. So everybody can shut the fuck up and kiss my ass.
That's always been your mantra. I'm showing up. Don't care about the setting, what's going on, who you are.
When that 12-fight victory and all this shit goes on, dude, I was out there competing because I cared. When it came back into it for the last 4 or 5 years, I didn't give a fuck. What do you think, man? It's like, seriously, you guys could see that there wasn't that same thing. It wasn't like I was trying. It wasn't like I was like half-assing or anything like that. Just the flame wasn't as strong. It was still cooking. Still cooking. It was just simmering, waiting for an opportunity to be able to shine again because, you know what, this is a different belt. You know, I already fought for that belt. I was fighting for the same fucking thing a couple times. So, I mean, the fire went to I get it, man. This is a whole new mantra here.
What's your style going to be like? Because if we look at your fights in the UFC, it's high tempo, slightly unorthodox, there's elbows, you know how to finish people. How does that translate into what we're going to see in August?
I don't have to worry about anybody taking me down. I don't have to worry about
Wearing
anybody.
shoes in the ring. You'll be wearing shoes in the ring.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been wrestling my whole entire life. I don't wrestle without shoes. I'm a different animal when it comes to just new sports and new rules because MMA took too fucking long. I've been playing the same sport forever and I wasn't allowed to go and play other sports. It was bullshit. Not mad at everybody, but that's what I chose. But now it's a different opportunity for me. So like, you guys could either tune in or fuck off. I don't give a shit.
What's your long-term goal in this? Have you set one yet?
I always have changing goals because I'm always crushing my 3 that I set. I always set 3. One now, one in a little bit, and one fucking future. And I've been crushing every fucking goal. I don't know what everybody else is doing, but every single time, I'm not just leaving everybody there. I've been picking up these fighters. Who do you got? You had first was like, what, Gage. Gage is, I mean, afterwards, it fucking whatever. I don't give a shit. He's chill, whatever. They brought in Dariush, and they brought in a bunch of other fighters to prepare. Me, after that, I was fucking basically training on my own. From as soon as pandemic fucking started, and then as soon as we all met up again, it was like it wasn't the same. And you had Oliveira, right? I trained one time for that fucker, and one like out of 2 weeks that we were there, short notice fight. I go in there, try to break my arm. I was like, you ain't shit. Like fucking almost, yeah. The smart man says, don't do that with this sport. Don't start salty. You fucking start by finishing salty. So that's how it goes.
I was going to say, is there some bad feeling towards your mixed martial arts career in the end?
No, absolutely not. And I believe that things happen for reasons. God just is how he is. And, you know, sometimes we have to laugh with them, man, because that's how it goes. And the reality is, I love paving paths. And I've paved paths for everybody in the UFC. And now I'm paving paths for just whatever, dude. Everybody's got their own path in this boxing thing. I'm just doing it for myself. So my influence is, I think, a lot bigger than fucking a lot of people. So that's why I'm trying to make the best decisions for myself and for my family.
I still see a path. Maybe it's because it's something I want where, I don't know, you and Khabib fight. I mean, it's not going to happen in the boxing ring, is it? Because of him, if we're being honest. But I still see that as like, I don't know, one day, maybe I'm just a dreamer.
No, I mean,
see you two eating AI ice cream on your...
I always bullshit with them. Is it Tuesday yet? Is it Tuesday yet? I gotta check my fucking phone here. I'm not even bullshitting. Is it Tuesday? I missed Tuesday, so it's Wednesday, but it's Tuesday yesterday where I'm back, so it is Tuesday. So he's gonna get another fat face full, and that shit'll never change, man, until we either coach against each other or we fucking compete.
Will you compete again? If you had to pick, if someone said, gun to your head, do you at some point in your life compete against Khabib? What's your...
I'd fucking disarm that bastard, put it back out, and be like, let's play a game. And so it's different when it goes into it. Like, you know, like, I don't have anything else. I would fight him in MMA. I'm not gonna box him. I'll play you in chess. I'm gonna kick your ass anyway. Like, I'm smarter than you, dude, and you're a smart guy because your pops told you not to fight me. And no disrespect on that one, but he didn't want his son to turn out to look like any of the other opponents that turned out bloody. Because I had his number that fight. A couple of the fights, especially when they surrounded my team and my family one time, and they tried to start shit with us. And I told them, nobody's allowed in that cage besides you and myself. And we went up there, and I called him out, and he didn't show up. He quit the day before. So I can see people, and I can see, I can't wait to look in this dude's face, Salt Poppy. I'm going to see how real he is. So he'll see how real I am.
Yeah. I can't wait to see you get up at the press conference table and you two go and have a little back and forth today. I know I'm going off on certain tangents, but because I've got you, there's just so much I'd like to ask. This John Jones college wrestling match, can we have some little nuggets of what went down? I know you jumped up 2 weights.
I won nationals the year before at 165 for Grand Valley. Yeah. And then I turned back up, and the guys, one was underneath, one's here, and then one top. It was 157, 65, 74 national champions, back to back to back. We were all practice partners. We were at practice early. I shoot a low single. I tear my practice partner's leg. He has to have surgery and all the stuff. We have a bye at 184. Nobody wants to move up at 174. Nobody wants to move down from 197. It's an open, and we're giving up 6 points. We're a national championship team. Fuck. I bump up 2 weight classes, and I'm wrestling dudes that are cutting from probably like 210, 215 to 185, and I'm barely making weight at 178. and I ended up taking fourth at nationals that year. But I wrestled John Jones at the Cliff Key National Tournament duels in Iowa, and funny as fuck, yeah. Ankle pick, fucking low single, stay low, and then fucking we were going. I don't really remember the match too much, but I remember losing by 1 point. And there was an MVP trophy, and this is how I remember this shit because the guy who had the most wins in that, I went 3-1 at 185 pounds, and then John went 3-1 in that one, and then everybody else had less fights or less wins and stuff. And my coach ended up voting for the other guy, and so he ended up getting the MVP. He's like, I don't know, we could vote for our own guy. And I just remembered that fucking name. I was like, yeah. And then John, he goes, and one time we saw each other, and we talked about the wrestling. He's like, let me see your glasses. He gave him the glasses. He's like, oh man, these are pretty nice. He's like, you might not get them back. I was like, you want to wrestle? He's like, fuck it. He's all right. I mean, whatever people have in their personal lives and bullshit, but you know, my relationship with John is different because we go back, but it's different. So you know, best of luck to him.
What do you make of this Aspinall retirement stuff? Obviously, in the UK, there's, you know, people here are pro Aspinall.
Being real, I don't really follow too much of it. I did see a little bit of it, but
you don't watch too much sports.
Yeah,
right?
no, I don't watch sports, bro. I'm always busy. I'm coaching. I'm doing this shit, and you know, I got fighters, and so I'm making sure that future is good for not just myself. I don't like to be too much selfish. But the Aspinall thing and John Jones, I mean, shit. Maybe it'll fight, maybe it won't. I mean, but a lot of it's banter. It's just to piss people off. If I know someone's gonna piss somebody off, I want to keep at it, like Fathead. It's Tuesday, you know, like it's just standard. And you know, if the money's right and bullshit, you know, bullshit walks, money talks. That's how it goes. So John's got to do something, man, because I don't know. You got to figure something out. Oh yeah. I forgot. Quick message to Nathaniel Bustamante, a.k.a. Salt Poppy. I'll see you at the face-offs. Good luck training. And you better bring it August 30th because, yep.